are. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Ron. Thank you for doing the Tuesday this week.
Yeah, well, it turns out we both had something to do. I thought there was something going on, and I confirmed it with my activities director. And she said, yes, in fact, we are going out of town Thursday. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary on Friday.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then guess where we're going? Shouldn't be too hard.
You're going to Disney World.
No, the other one.
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah. Yeah, Kathy got us tickets to do the behind the scenes thing with the trains.
Oh.
So it's like a behind the scenes tour with the trains. So that'll be cool. Yeah. And we get to ride in the Lily Bell, which was Walt's wife Lillian. They built a caboose that she could, and then also, guests, like dignitary guests get to ride around in. It's all, furnished like Victorian style. See pictures of it. It's really cool. Hey, Jeff.
Hello,
Dean. Into the future. Tiffany.
Into the future. I missed him. Hello there. Or her. I'm not sure. Do we ever figure that out?
I don't think I ever asked.
I'm not sure if into the future, if you're a man or a woman. I don't know.
Maybe they'd like to tell us.
If you want it to be
who they are. If you want to stay anonymous, that's fine too.
Stay anonymous.
So, yeah. A lot of people like that here.
Yes.
And
according to what I've just seen, I'm the first like on this. Hit the like button.
Well, yeah, wow. I'm just hitting like now too. But mine is, I'm showing first because I'm showing number one because mine doesn't refresh. And if I refresh it, then the video doesn't keep up.
I refreshed one time and it knocked me completely out. The whole stream got knocked out. I had to start all over again.
I don't know if I've had a sketchy stream or like video feed the last couple days. What is today? Tuesday. So yeah, we were where was my son has now done Disneyland, Disney World, and Disney Paris. How cool! Yeah. Kathy really wants to do Disney Paris. I would also like to do Disney Tokyo and Disney Sea, which is next door to Disney Tokyo, or I guess across town, whatever. I love how Amazon, they know me. I keep getting messages. Are you ready for another look? Because I looked at something. I look at gravel. I don't know if you could see that.
Oh yeah.
So now I think they want me to buy gravel. It's like, no. They're missing their mark. So yeah,
what that Snowden did with that. I mean, they can tell what you're looking for. They come back and say, "Oh, yeah, take another look at."
Cookies. Yeah, cookies are part of it.
Encroaching. That they're encroaching on your.
And I think and I've heard stories. It's always listening. So when we're done with the stream, I have a portable camera on my computer. Oh. And so when I'm done, I pull the plug on the camera. Frank, father of these boys, drive me crazy. Well, hello, Frank. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So yeah, it's because Kathy noticed it. God, years ago we'd be talking about something. Next thing you know, it's showing up in ads on our feeds. It's like, really? And then I've heard confirmations about that too. So yeah, they're watching us. But when I'm done, at least I just pull the plug on my camera. So hopefully, they can't see me strutting around in my, birthday suit.
Right.
Nobody needs to see that.
Well, almost nobody, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, after all, you're having a 10-year anniversary. Come on, man.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was
amazing. I mean, 10 whole years. I mean, we've known each other. God, over 20.
It doesn't seem that long, does it?
Huh?
It doesn't seem that long, does it?
No, it's just blown by. Yeah, we've known each other over 20 years. Yep. So, and when I met her, she was married. And I used to joke around, when are you going to run away with me? And one day she goes, stop that. I am married. I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize. And it wasn't long after that, I started dating this nice lady. She's actually one of my students. And she was, and I wasn't robbing the cradle because I think she was about 6 months older than I am. So we were seeing each other for a while, and then she moved away, I think she started kind of pushing me away when she knew she was going to move away, just to make it easier on herself. It was all right. So one long after that, Kathy reached out for something. I said, "Hey, you want to go to breakfast?" And yeah, we did, and the rest is history.
Wow.
And she had gotten separated, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months prior to that. She just had enough. I knew her husband, but she had just had enough. He wasn't, he just couldn't go forward. He was just stuck in a hole. And she was trying to move forward in life, and so.
Yeah, she did. She found you.
Yeah, well, lucky me.
Yeah, look at you now.
Lucky me.
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
great.
Hey, Lance. Howdy.
Hey, Lance.
Oh, Fish Family. Hey, welcome. I'm glad you're there. I was watching one of Scotty's shorts today, raising fishes. He and this makes me think I wish I would have done it now. He released a bunch of these gorgeous platinum blue Medaka rice fish, I guess from in an aquarium into his outside. He calls it his summer tub, the tub outside. And I wish I would have. I had a huge amount of small fry. I've got, they're more juvenile now, not as many. And I think maybe I killed a lot of the small fry with a water change because I didn't dose it until the next day and that reminds me, hang on. I got something I want to ask you.
Okay. All right. There is Mel. Hey, Mel. Welcome in. How are you? Mel's here.
Hi, Mel. So, Jeff, is this the stuff you use, the Seachem Safe?
Yes, it is.
This is the crystals.
Yep.
Does it smell like rotten eggs?
It smells horrible, but it works.
Okay, so I got the right stuff.
Yeah, you got the right stuff. When you open it up, it's like, ooh, phew,
Oh my God, it is like sulfur, like rotten eggs.
It's like a mystery snail died and came back to life and then died again.
Well, yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. I know you're not talking about us, Mel, favorite people. How are you? So, yeah.
I think Mel's wonderful. I think she's doing just great.
Yep. Well, everybody out here is, we got some.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some super nice people that show up in these chats, and I am so grateful for that.
Oh, me too.
Still trying to figure out why.
Why you're grateful? Or why they're
why they show up.
You're like you said, you're fantastic.
I've come down to that magic A word, acceptance. So I just accept they're here, and I'm grateful.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I think I've seen them. And I think, Mel, didn't your Medaka come from that breeder in San Francisco, somewhere in that area? Hasn't been that long either, has it? Those blue Medaka. You saw Scotty's also, Tiffany? And also, Tiffany, how are your angelfish doing, the fry?
Jody P's joined us, Ron. Hey, Jody.
Hello, Jody. How are you? How's your day out there? How was that family barbecue thing, that reunion-y thing? Hope you had a good time. Yeah, San Fran. Yeah, Cali. Cali's that nasty little place way down in Mexico where all the drug cartels live. I was born and raised in California. Don't mind me.
You're born in California. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was born in LA. In fact, Kathy and I were born in the same hospital.
Wow.
10 years apart, but what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
There are so many parallels between us. It is freaking scary. I mean, absolutely scary, huh?
My Kathy's from the city of Detroit here in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
And I'm from Lansing, Michigan. Right? I've been here my whole life.
Yeah. I moved away for a little bit. I lived up in Lake Tahoe for about a year. lived on both sides, the Nevada side and then the California side in South Lake Tahoe. And I liked it up there. But, Kathy and I went on a road trip a few years back, and we did these Airbnbs all the way up the backside of the Sierra Nevada mountains into Lake Tahoe. And went around South Lake Tahoe, saw that old apartment I used to live in. Yeah, I've been to the Salinas Valley. Yeah. In fact, that girlfriend I was talking about, she moved to Pebble Beach, not too far from there, Monterey area. It's nice up there. I really like it up there. The Central Coast, it's pretty. But where was I?
We were in Lake Tahoe. And then we were...
Yeah, and it's changed. Oh my God, there used to be building moratoriums. They got rid of.
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah. So yeah. Was that Salinas? Yeah, John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath, and then he also did Cannery Row, which is there in Monterey. So yes. Yeah. So Jody, here's what. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of gone downhill. South Lake Tahoe. It's really crowded. It was dirty. The apartment complex that I lived in, it's a little 5-unit place, was just. I mean, it just looked like shit. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Hi, Cecil. So yeah, Kathy. Well, you know where we're going, Jody. I'm sure. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. We're going to Disneyland. We're leaving Thursday. That's why we're here today, because Jeff had plans on Thursday too. So this was actually his idea, and I said, yeah, sure. And then it dawned on me after I asked my activities director that we're leaving town Thursday. And then, so when she gets off work, I'm supposed to be packed. We're out the door. And then on Friday, she's got tickets for us to do the behind-the-scenes Disneyland rail tour, the railroad. What is it? DLRR, Disneyland Railroad. I know Disneyland's one word, so maybe it's just DRR, whatever. So yeah, we're going to do the behind-the-scenes tour. Yeah, looking forward to it. I don't know, spend the rest of the day there. There's a new parade. Well, actually, it's an old parade they brought back. And the parades are fun. We're just a couple big kids. We love doing that stuff. So we do like the park. And our passes are getting ready to expire mid-August, and Kathy's waffling. Do I want to renew them or not? And the passes we have come with, like the food discounts and the merch discounts and the what else? Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley.
And also paid parking, and parking's just going, nuts. So it seems like every time we go, the parking's jacked up another $5, but that's covered by our passes. It's kind of like buying forever stamps. It doesn't matter what you pay. They'll always go up, but we're stuck at whatever that lower price is. So, but the annual passes are a little on the pricey side. When we were living there, when we were 15 minutes from the park, we used the hell out of them.
Shirley's a dinosaur, didn't you have to realize?
Say it again.
Shirley likens herself as a dinosaur.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
We are freezing. You're frozen right now. I don't know if I've got a loud.
Oh, I'm frozen. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, you froze for a minute there, but maybe it's me. Maybe it's my feed that's freezing. I don't know. I was trying to put stuff. Well, I was putting stuff up on eBay today, and it took forever for pictures to photos to upload. And I'd get that, up at the top on the tab, on Chrome or whatever it is, the little spinny thing up there, and just, yeah. And pictures would slowly load. It's like, oh my God, so Ganks and Fish, howdy.
Yep, yeah, that's Shane from the UK.
Shane, right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember now. Yeah.
You went into the...
So, I don't know, Thursday better than Tuesday, or Tuesday better than Thursday?
Tuesday? I don't know. What do you like better?
Wow, there we go again.
What do you like better, Tuesdays or Thursdays for the stream?
I don't really know. Tuesdays might work better. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, you can.
I don't know that it really matters to me. What about you?
Either day is good for me generally. Like I said, but every once in a while we'll have something come up on one of those days. It's inevitable. So, oh, you froze? Are you froze?
Yeah. You were actually, so maybe it is me. Maybe it is at my end. So anybody, yeah, in the chat, who's freezing?
Am I
Can you
freezing?
tell? Can you?
Let's see here.
To the first stream.
I will pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Okay, Tiffany.
There you go, Shirley. Now I get it. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah.
Well, you would be paying me today then, Tiffany. Hamburger sounds good. I almost did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm freezing. All right. Yeah. All right. I wonder if I should just get out and come back in.
Jeff's not freezing.
Oh, interesting. Then it's my stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I still see myself on the screen moving around.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Right now you're not.
We were in.
Baby's
good. In a Zoom meeting on Monday, and I got that error message that says your whatever it is, your internet connectivity is poor, something like to that effect. I wasn't seeing any freezing. Yeah. Which is not surprising, Shirley, because it's 100 degrees here, so it shouldn't be freezing. You'd think that would keep it from, Must be a gamma ray burst. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, gamma ray's an EM burst, one of those. It's that Russian weather station on Sakhalin Island. That might be it too. I don't have a clue. Only 77, but that's it's near south of the Puget Sound.
96 yesterday, 91. Well, it was 91 earlier. It went down at 1 degree so far.
Yeah. Wow, what can I do about this?
I don't know. The AV's good now. I know that.
All right. You know what? Did you notice? Oh no, I didn't. I thought I fixed the ticker.
Oh, nice, Don. They Don and his flatmate there. They got a new about 120 gallon aquarium, 5 foot long, 18 inches wide, and 24 inches deep.
Nice.
That's a nice tank.
Yeah, it is. Hey, what's the auction number coming up? Is it 10?
Yep.
Last Saturday 9?
Yep. The one we had last Saturday was number 9. Number 10's next.
Okay. Then I had the wrong number up, but I got it. There we go. How's that?
Looks good. Thanks, Ron.
10, 7, 5, right? 5 and 8. There we go.
I was really happy. Branton reached out and said, I'm going to have your list for you tonight. I said, cool. The sooner the better. That way I can get everything.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
If I can get everything. Yeah. And I did get your message, Jody, that you won't be able to be in this coming one. It's so soon, though. I mean, I scheduled them all out. This one, I just didn't want to have much conflict with the other auctions. Hey, there's Mr. Stubbs is here. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Howdy.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a great aquarium there, Don. Black back, I like that.
Yeah, you painted a couple layers of paint on it.
Yeah. I did one. I think it was the first one I got. It was a 40 breeder I got secondhand on OfferUp. And Kathy had these cans of this spatter, this like gray spatter. It's an aerosol, right? And she got it to spray paint, like cardboard cutouts of headstones for Halloween. And so she had them laying around. So I just spattered the whole back of that tank.
Hey, great.
And just left, so you could still see a lot of glass. And then I covered the rest of it with black. And it actually makes a nice background. It looked kind of stone-like. That was the idea. It's like a gray stone spatter,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah. And it was free because I just stole it from her.
We had last night we had a tour, and we had was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. I believe it was. We had two tours. We had George, and then we had Greg. Came in.
Really?
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh, damn.
It's been forever since
Hey, Greg.
since I've seen his fish.
Yeah, he's here right now.
Yes, he is.
I suppose you want to do it again, Greg.
Hey, yeah. Maybe he will. Let's see what he says.
I missed that. I am sorry I missed that. Wow. Yeah.
He might do it for you. That'd be good.
Oh.
That'd be very nice.
Tiffany liked it. Oh, man, that was nice. Yep. So I'm guessing Christine's all better, huh? Studs, shubs, those shabunkins, huh? Last year's fry. Interesting. Yeah, nice, Chris. I missed their stream yesterday.
Oh, Christine and
Yeah, you know, I had it set up. I walked out and got tied up doing something. And I came back and it was all just little rectangles for, you know, play these next. So YouTube took care of that. Yeah.
I made it to it. It was fun. Good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. Good. I think we traded spots, Christine. You and me.
If y'all are on when I get home. Okay, yeah. If we're still here, yeah. Thanks, Craig. That'd be
Nice.
very cool. Yeah. Very
Awesome.
cool. Yeah. It's hot in here. Even, you know, it's just because it's that I could feel just a slight hint of a breeze coming down the hallway from that little tiny fan blowing air conditioned air at me.
Mm-hmm.
I never did bring a fan. I don't know why. I just lazy, short, you know, I like short attention span. Yeah. Thanks, Guts. I'm guessing you meant guys right there, Chris.
Yes, that's all right. Yeah, the problem with this, you can't edit on this one. You can do it on Messenger, but not here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have a few shabunkas. Yeah, really. Yeah, you know, I don't think I've had any kind of air quote goldfish since I was a kid. Not a clue. Yeah.
I loved Chris's Curbensis. He did his last Curbensis video. Man, they're great.
That's been a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so all right. So I saw your video. What was that? 4 days ago about the Corys.
Yeah. Oh, my quarries?
Yeah, the video. I think it said it was 4 days ago when you posted it.
Yeah. And yep, thing of it is I use that air-driven breeder box with that polyfill. Somehow
Right.
they made it through it because there was nothing in that breeder box.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I never seen a dead fry, but they just disappeared.
Oh.
So
Who did they get washed
the
into?
new eggs after that in that specimen container, they were doing so great in that specimen container. I was like, oh, maybe they'll do better in this with a no. I'm next time I'm just leaving them right in the specimen container
Yeah.
until they're big enough to go into a tank, and then
Yeah. I used one of those Flugel fry trays or whatever they're called, and I had an air valve on the airline going into the the bubbler, so I could adjust it.
oh yeah, I got that too.
The one at the ceiling.
Well, what I did no, I'm using a different pump over there because I don't have PVC.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay.
I got that one that's it has an adjustable pump, but it also I have it on full, but I just have that little. I cut the airline and plugged in that little valve.
Yeah, an inline valve. Just
Yeah.
an inline valve. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, and I had pretty good luck with it. I had a bronze Corys in there, and yeah, that way less water coming in, it doesn't come up quite so high, so they're less apt to get washed out. But what did they get washed out into?
Into the tank.
Well, yeah, but who's in that tank?
The albino quarries. That's all that's in there.
So they just ate their fry.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any. Of course,
No, maybe they're down in the gravel too.
there's Nathan and Scotty's here. Hello, guys.
Hey, Scotty, I was just talking about your Platinum Medaka release video that you did. Yeah.
And you see his CapCut one too? I seen that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's been a year or so. Jose said, you need to download CapCut and use that because he makes these, really cool shorts with CapCut. And I downloaded it and I never used it. And then I think I took it off my phone. And I'm not sure if I've got it on my desktop. I do not. So I got rid of it completely. So I haven't had it in a very long time. You said, I see somebody saying hi to Nathan. Nathan, you're here. How you doing, bud? There you are. Boo.
Oh, he has a Oranda girlfriend.
Yeah.
I hate when I have a bent fin from shipping.
Oh.
Which one is
what
that?
Was it?
Angelfish or which ones?
Oh, did I see an answer from her too? How your angelfish fry are doing? Yeah.
Did any of those? She mentioned something to me about them, but I'll let her talk about it.
Yeah, well, we were going back and forth on one of my videos. Just in the comment. And I've got an order of blackworms coming in tomorrow. Finally.
Oh, do you really? Oh, wow. Yeah. Where from?
It's a vendor in New Jersey, actually.
Was that the East? Is East in the name of the place? East Coast or something?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because I would love to get some of them and start a culture myself.
Yeah, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm automatically going to take. Let's see. Purchase history. I'm automatically going to take some and put some, just drop some in tanks, like the tank behind me with the peppered cories and the whiptails, the royal whiptails. And hey, Jose, how are you? We were just talking about you. Yours must have been burning. And I'm sure some will make it down into the gravel. The fish won't eat them all. And I'm hoping they'll get established there in that tank. And then I'll do the same in my 75. So I'll do that in a few tanks. And then I'll do the rest in a tub, to see if I can actually get, hi, Rachel, to actually get a stand of them going. But I figured I can also, if I can get them going in each tank, the fish will cruise by, nip the tops off, and the worms will keep growing, from my understanding. So, yeah, let's see. They are called... no, Calming Pets.
Calming Pets?
Calming Pets. Blackworms are obviously a calming pet. All right, here's the... So...
On eBay too, okay.
Yep. The most popular, they say, is 1/16 of a pound, 1 ounce, for $45, free shipping. It's coming FedEx.
Okay.
It looks like second day. And then what I ordered was the 1/8 pound for $55. Figure for $10 more, get another, an extra 1/8 of a pound, an extra ounce. That's expensive as hell, but
they are expensive.
Yeah, not microworms, blackworms, right? Blackworms.
Blackworms, yep. And Boots is asking, you live in California but ordered blackworms from New Jersey.
Yeah, because there are no California vendors. They're called California blackworms. I haven't found any California vendors. This was about the best price, so let's hope they don't show up smelling like low tide.
Just thinking how expensive that is. It'd be like the Clampets, but it's black worms and not black golds.
Yeah, not black. You may as well be black gold for that price.
Texas spaghetti.
So, but yeah, this is what I got. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I ordered? What were they? The cories from. Give me a minute. Night Owl. Night Owl.
Oh yeah.
From Drew, I got a 6-pack orange Venezuelans.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's going to ship to me next week, which is good.
It's been hotter than Hades around here, I tell you. I got I don't really like to ship unless it's like 80, 85 at the very maximum. I
Right.
prefer it to be under that even.
Yeah. Well, and, not just where you are, but where they're going too.
Yes.
That's
yes.
a big deal. So yeah, I see that, Don. And if I can figure out how to proliferate them, then I could actually sell them. So that would be a goal. Yeah. Yeah. I had, I guess I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't know if they got there. I sold some hornwort to a guy on eBay, and he was in New Jersey maybe. And he reached out and he goes, hey, like it looks like cooked spinach. And hornwort's not an easy one to ship. Not like guppy grass. That's a hell of a lot easier to ship. Hey, Glenn, how are you? It's been a while. Hope you're feeling all right.
Good evening, Glenn.
Good to see you in here. And so I just shipped another order. So I this time I shipped them in a fish bag with a bunch of water in it, filled it with air, tied a knot, and hopefully, well, that's quite a lag. Every time I refresh, YouTube, that eBay thing just popped up just now. And I pulled it down a couple minutes ago, so that's a huge lag.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anyway. So hopefully they'll get there this time because I hate shipping people. So I just gave the guy's money back. He goes, I'm only, if you want to give me a partial refund, that'll be great. I just gave him his money back. There were a few pieces that survived. The rest really looked like cooked spinach. So just, sorry about that. Sorry for the inconvenience, Should have kept it because it hasn't rained much here, so worms are harder to find. Like like earthworms, Tiffany? We get earthworms actually out here. Water the lawn really hard, up they come. And it's I've gone and pulled a few in. I really should just grab the ones that land on the sidewalk and dry up there. Hey, Paul. You do realize that California blackworms is the common? Yeah. 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 That's the thing with, like a lot of things, a lot of, scientific names are, too much to, too much. So common names. Yeah. Or a buddy of mine taught me the phrase non-standard names because that can change no matter where you are. What was that? I did not spend $1 to make the bin. Yeah. Earthworms. Yeah. So yeah, I pick up all the, the dry, crunchy earthworms on that come up onto the sidewalk and dehydrate there, and then I can just put them. I've got an old coffee grinder that I grind up, the really big, watering costs. I mean, we still have to keep our lawn green here. It's a HOA thing. They say unless we get rid of the front lawn, and well, that we just haven't gotten around to that. Stefan, how are you, bud?
Hey, Stefan.
Summer shower in Chicago. Yeah, broke the. Well, good for you guys. Yeah, watering free in UK. Never stops raining. I don't know. We had a little bit of rain this winter. Very little. Winter before we got quite a bit. And last summer? We had that hurricane, the tail end, the tropical storm end of Hillary that came right up through Baja California and up across Southern California, right through the Coachella Valley here. And we got nailed. And a couple towns over west of us really got hit hard. A lot of mud, a lot of mud in homes and 2 feet of mud in homes. It was awful. Hey, Christopher.
It reminds me, I got to do, seeing him and Jody in there, I got to do a update on the Bimaculatas here pretty soon. I'll do that soon.
Oh, you mean like a YouTube update?
An update on about the fish.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Video. They're looking great. I tell you what, they are really interesting fish. I got one that you can tell that he's the alpha because he's starting to turn that darker color already. And he's
very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. And I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you earlier. Nicole sent me one of those magnetic glass cleaners.
Oh, okay, Nicole. Yeah.
from Tiger, and so I'm going to be doing a. She said she doesn't want an unboxing. She just wants to see how it works, and I have to do a video on Amazon too because I'm an affiliate.
Oh, cool. You know, I got to get affiliate links set up. That's good. Good. Glad to hear it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was really surprised. She reached out to me on Instagram of all things.
Yeah, that's where she first reached out to me. I did a couple. What did I do? One was this flat airstone. It's got like a metal frame around it, and
Oh yeah, I remember that.
in about 2 months, it stopped pumping air.
Ooh.
So I thought, all right, well, maybe it's just the airline. I pulled the airline, stuck that in the water. It's blowing like hell. So I stuck the airstone in vinegar for a couple days and blew it all out, and it pumped again, and it just stopped again. So I just threw the damn thing away.
Wow.
For my money, it was a piece of shit. So expensive POS, but
Yeah.
So what are we talking about mosquitoes? Has anyone
You have
ever
to pay
thought?
for it. They send it to you. They send it to you for free, right?
Yeah. And I did a review, and it started out really nice. And I did another one for him, and I can't remember what. One thing I got from her, maybe it was inadvertently, she posted a buy two get one, buy two get one free, or buy one get one, 36-inch lights, and I did. I bought two at essentially both at half price, and I've got one I'm using, and the other one I don't know where it is, but I like that light. So it's a nice light. So they do make some cool stuff. So yeah, I don't. As hot as it is today, I might eat frozen mosquito. Yeah, really. I've got a green water bucket outside, and it's the strangest damn thing. There's no mosquito larvae in it right now. I've collected several a few times and fed them to sport in the betta tank. Right, you can't see it right there, and then my hotter than a rattlesnake's butt, really. And then I fed some to my tank full of bettas in the garage, but
Glenn. He says it's hotter than a rattlesnake's butt.
yeah, I don't know, mosquito larva cut, but didn't swallow. Ooh. Yeah, so it's weird, But I know, I always thought, well, that's a great way to really introduce a lot of skeeters to the population. But then I was watching it, where I learned about it really was watching Adrian's Fish Room, and he talked about it and how it really breaks the life cycle. Mosquito comes in. Mosquitoes can lay, 100 eggs or more and they lay it in something called a raft, so it floats around the eggs. Then they hatch out. The larvae go into the water, and they stay close to the surface, their butt end, whatever it is, because they have to breed. Hey, Sarah, how are you? They have to breed.
Hello.
All right.
Sarah?
And then they go into a pupa and metamorphose and come out a flying mosquito. And if you let them go into the water, lay their eggs, and then net them out, keep netting the larvae out, well, they're not coming out as adults. So you're actually breaking the cycle. You've caused that female to lay its eggs, and to no avail, essentially. They hatch out, they become fish food. So it really is a good, it's a great idea, but you got to stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to stay with harvesting the larvae. So I'm out of larvae now. So I've skimmed around 3 or 4 times, several times, and now there's none in there. So I'm waiting for somebody to come along and lay some more eggs. So I'll keep checking always, and then maybe we'll be gone a couple days. Maybe there will be some in there.
I bet there will be.
Yeah, when we get back. Last year I had a green water bucket out there all year, no mosquitoes at all.
Really?
That's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very odd. I had a couple of people in ER who were accidentally taking a gulp of chemical. A recent one was bleach.
And
Yikes.
that accident. How do you accident? Oh, you know what? I could see that. Oh, geez. The other day I had a bottle in my hand and I was doing water changes, and without even thinking about it, I go to take a sip and it's a tap water conditioner.
Ooh.
And I got it on my lips, and it's really salty. It's like, and oh man. So I didn't even get it in my mouth. Just so pay attention to what you're holding on to when you're going to drink shit.
USA. That's what he says.
Indeed.
Hey, there's Jesse number 1.
Oh, Jesse.
You say
life in the Carolinas. What?
Wow, this is really. This chat is cruising here. I'm looking here. Someone's vape juice instead of eye drops. It really sucked. Uh-oh. Yeah, that would be like, I don't know.
Vape, yeah. That was a homemade brine shrimp hatcher I learned from Nick, keeping fish simple. I've been using it. It seems to work okay. My problem is, remember to harvest the damn things. I'll come back out there. I'll forget. A couple days later, they're all pretty much gone. So, that's my worst. And I've been using the brine shrimp direct eggs, and I don't have great luck with those.
You did or didn't?
I don't. I do not have great luck with those.
Right there on eBay.
Yeah, I get it, Jeff. Here too.
Small business called Aquatic Foods on eBay. It's called Aquatic Foods. It's a blue and white package. Yeah. They sell a lot of. I get my brine shrimp eggs from them, and they're very reasonable. 90% hatch rate. I tell you what.
All right. I've got their big jar of algae wafers, and I got their big jar of flaked foods too. Okay. It's called Aquatic Foods and Blackworms.
Yeah. Oh, and blackworms too. Oh, okay.
That's the name on the label.
Nice. Yeah, they got some both there.
And where do you get it from? Their site directly or eBay?
I get it from eBay.
Yeah. Purchase history.
It's like a 4-ounce. It's a good sized jar. It was like $10, and it was free shipping.
All right.
It's been lasting me. It's not even halfway gone. I've been feeding it every other day for months.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so here is.
Take care, Glenn. Have a good evening.
Yep, take care. Thank you for being here, Glenn.
Yes.
And these are the wafers I get, the sinking wafers.
Oh, yeah.
Aquatic Foods and Blackworm Company.
That's something I go through a lot of, is the wafers with all these bristle nose I have.
Yeah. And yeah, I get them in a big plastic jar. But let's see, where is brine shrimp eggs? Where do they come, in a pouch or, here you can get calcium?
It comes in a jar, a nice little jar, a plastic jar.
Yeah. Oh, this didn't come through, damn it. There we go. I changed screens and you guys didn't. So yeah, these are
not that, but it's comes in a jar. I think it's
brine shrimp eggs. Yeah.
Right there. It's a jar like that second one in, but it's filled with
brine shrimp eggs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it, like a pound jar, Jeff? Or
no, it's in a jar like that.
Yeah, but like a 1 pound or.
Oh no, it's not a pound. It's I don't know, about 4 or 5 ounces. I'm not. It's a. I'm going to grab it. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, please.
Let me do that. But it's a really good deal. I mean, I think you get quite a.
I think the brine shrimp direct is about. I think it's a 1 pound. It's like a coffee can, and I think it's a 1 pound. 1 pound content. But God, I get a lot of waste.
It's a nice little outfit too. You get a little scoop with it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, if you guys get enough mosquito larvae that you can freeze them, that's cool. They've got all kinds of freeze dried and flake.
Not tremendously big or anything. What is it? It says 2 ounces.
2 ounces. All right. Let me. I saw here.
It's Great Salt Lake brine shrimp eggs.
All right, brine shrimp, premium grade, 90% hatch, Great Salt Lake.
Yep.
And here they are in a pouch. That's
I wonder, can you see what the 2 ounce costs? I want to see.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah, that's all 50 grams. What's 50 grams?
56 grams, it says here.
Oh, all right. So they are not showing the bottle. Wait. Here we go. Here's an 8-ounce jar. Wait, 8-ounce brine shrimp eggs for $11? You're kidding.
That can't be. That can't. That's a lot.
That's what it says right here. And it's showing an 8-ounce jar.
They got the 4 ounce for $23.99.
Oh, wait, here, hang on. I got to do it again. I keep forgetting. eBay actually changes windows, and StreamYard doesn't pick up on that. So here, yeah, look. 8 ounce.
What?
$10.95.
Is there a drop down there that shows select most popular? That's 2 ounce.
2 ounce most popular.
Yeah.
2 ounce. Also $10.95. What the hell?
I think that's the one that they're doing.
Oh, here we go. It didn't catch up. The 8-ounce jar is $40.
Yeah, I'm ready to say it'd be. I knew it had to be more. But I got mine for it was like $9.99 when I got mine, and free shipping. Is it free shipping on those now still?
Yeah, free 2 to 4 day delivery.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna order that.
It's good stuff.
Because I am almost out of the brine shrimp. I've still got some aquarium co-op eggs. And my only beef with the aquarium co-op eggs is they're freaking expensive because you're paying for that cute little metal can. And I know some people like that, but it's like you never get all this. If you dump it came in a pouch in the can. And this is me on a rant because I can.
I like this kind of container. You can see it.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you dump what's in the pouch into the can, you'll never get them all out. It's like, what a waste, as expensive as they are. Yeah, it's a cute little can, but I don't need cute little cans. I want a better price. So what's this come down to? $40 or half a pound. That's $80 a pound. So $40 divided by 8, right? Is what?
40 would be $5.
8 times 5, $5 an ounce.
Yeah, $5 an ounce.
That ain't bad.
That's not bad at all.
Bare bottom, which got best brine shrimp eggs hands down, coming from someone who goes through 4 ounces a month. All right, let's look, Brenton. How you doing, by the way?
Hey there, Brenton. Mine. I have very few of that. The floating. I mean, most everything hatches.
And
very few the ones that will float at the top.
These are pricey here, Brant. These are 20. Here, let me share this one. These are $20 an ounce.
Which ones does he have?
I think I've got some of these in the fridge, actually. These are from Amazon. I don't know if I can make that any bigger.
That's what. Those are great.
Yeah, if you buy the 1 ounce package, let me see if I can make this bigger. Control plus. There we go. So they're black strip eggs, aquatic food, and baby fry food. 90% hatch rate. So they're claiming the same as aquatic foods and blackworms.
I'll tell you my experience. This stuff right here is great.
So the more you buy, the cheaper they are. So for $40, you get a 9 ounce. That's actually a little cheaper. That's $4.44 an ounce. Is this how you're buying them, Brandon? If I want 12 shrimp to reproduce,
40 ounces. Oh yeah, for 9 ounces. Nice. If you want 12 shrimp to.
$40 for 9 ounces. Yeah, thanks, Christopher. It takes me a second, but I got there. So yeah, that's not a bad price.
You go through that every month? That's a lot.
I don't go through them often. Yeah, I don't go through them often enough. And who started this? Oh, Lance asked me about my hatcher. Yeah, the hatcher works great. I got a video way back in my repertoire on how I built that hatcher.
Every other day I feed this, and I'll show you. I use
wait. Oh wait.
I do 1 scoop of this, right? I feed it all out to all the tanks. And
I put a whole plastic teaspoon in mine, and sometimes a teaspoon and a half.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Shirley, don't use. They don't hatch. What, the one I'm showing, Shirley?
What's she saying? Don't use that brand.
Is it, Shirley? Is this the one you're talking about? The one I'm showing right now? Don't use. You're
They
saying.
don't hatch.
But Brandon's saying he's got a great hatch rate with him.
I use the aquatic food ones, but it works good for me.
Yeah.
Let's all climb under Branton's blanket and feel the warm fuzzies. LOL. 4 ounces a month. Dang, this 2 ounces lasted me, what, 3 months now, and it's not about half gone.
Yeah, well, you know, excuse me, if you're making up for it selling fish, then it's worth it. Well, maybe it was my fault, but I tried 2 bags. Yeah, you know, maybe the way you're hatching them, I don't know. Are you using the Zeiss, Branton?
Yep.
Is that what he's using, the hatcher?
That's what I use.
Oh, yeah, I know you do. I remember seeing it. User. So, Branton, are you using one of those? Is it Zeiss or Zeiss? It's Zeiss. Doesn't matter. Or is that what you're using? They hatch and separate just like the co-op eggs. All right. Or actually the coop eggs, huh?
Maybe you got a bad batch, Shirley. Maybe you got a bad batch of them or something.
So $40 for 2 months. Well, that's an extra ounce. So we'll just say $40 every 2 months. So that's $240, $250 a year in brine shrimp.
Oh,
yes, I get 18
ounces at a time.
Lance.
He says he gets 18 ounces at a time.
So you're buying 2 of them, this brand, 2 of them. Once a day or twice a day, yeah. Yeah, and do you have more than one hatcher to keep them going? Couples as hatcheries, there you go, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got just one right now. It's enough for what I'm doing.
Sure.
Every other day. I mean, well, I don't give it to them every other day. I give them up twice a week. They get it.
Those albinos in your video were big enough for baby brine shrimp.
That Shirley said that they were big enough, but I tell you what, they're so tiny. Those little baby Aeneas. I don't see how they could eat them.
If they were free swimming, I'll bet they could, because the baby brine shrimp are really tiny, and I'll bet you they could.
Well, I was feeding it to them actually.
Yeah. I also use the non-hatching decapsulated, and I was going to try the hatch. Somebody's got hatching decapsulated. And it might have been Aquatic Foods. I don't remember.
It was Brine Shrimp Direct has that.
Oh, was that who it was?
Brine Shrimp has the decapsulated hatching type and the non-hatching.
All right. Wow, here Aquatic Foods has what the hell is that? They're big quantity. 1.5 pound jar for $96.
Now, Shirley, you make sure you use the salt and not the sugar, right? in the hatcher. I mean, if you're going to feed them as a treat, I guess that's all right, but.
Yeah, and I guess if you're going to, if you're looking for, and they say this is also 90%,
Lance, you can probably get by with what I got here. One of these 2 ounces. That's a lot of brine shrimp.
This is a £1.5 jar for $96, 90% hatch, and that makes them $4 an ounce. So they're not going to go bad. I keep mine in the fridge.
I leave mine right out, and they hatch. I don't have any.
You mean his pink bucket there, Jesse? Brenton's pink bucket from Jody. So be nice. So $4 an ounce. I mean, if you're going to go through that kind of a load, that's there's the kitty. £1.5. That would be, that's you're using 2 pounds or 2 ounces. What was that? 2 ounces a month? Is that what we decided Brenton was using? Was 2 ounces a month? So that'd be 24 ounces a year.
I think it'll last you longer than 2 months, Lance.
Yeah, this would be a hell of
about 3 months. It's about half gone.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much every other day.
Yeah, this would be a hell of a lot cheaper this way.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Handy dandy little plastic bucket. Brine shrimp eggs. What's that? Huh.
You get up to 8 pounds of them. Wow, that's a lot of eggs.
Yeah. Well, if you're using them, and I guess they're a good source. Now, let me pull this down. Now, there we go. We're back.
Jody, Pete, do the will the Hillstream loaches eat the baby brine shrimp too? I wondered about that.
I would guess that anything that falls to the bottom is fair game for them. 8 to 16 ounces a month. Yeah, that's a pretty good bunch of brine shrimp, Jeff.
Holy cow. That is nuts. That's a lot of brine shrimp. That is a lot of brine shrimp. Man.
Well, I guess if you got a lot of fish and you're raising fish to get big to sell, that's a good source of food.
Yeah, protein, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm basically just using it as a supplement. I prepare food mostly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something to enhance their quality of life and maybe breeding preparation.
Right. And we've all decided I don't feed enough. On several streams, we've decided I don't feed enough.
You said the same thing about David, but
yeah.
You know what?
David personally doesn't feed enough.
You're still having success. I mean,
well, my fish are alive and well, but they're not spawning. Well, the easy live bears do the swordtails and the Mickey Mouse platies, but
I couldn't get my swordtails to breed. He killed all the male killed everybody else in that tank. I never seen a swordtail that aggressive in my life.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start over then, I guess. Those Hydra are insatiable. Who's got Steven? What are you doing? You got Hydra?
Oh,
I know. You pull one head off and 2 more grows back. I've seen all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Now I'm wondering. People say they never get Hydra unless they feed a lot of brine shrimp. I'm wondering if the Hydra comes in with them because I've never seen any except one time, and that was after giving a big feeding of brine shrimp.
Huh.
I mean, where would it come from? Out of the gravel? Is it already in the water? It's got to come from somewhere.
I doubt it's coming through the drinking water.
Exactly. So I'm
thinking so much crap in that,
coming in along with the brine shrimp.
I guess, yeah. So does the no planaria take care of Hydra too? Baby brine is my staple food. Prepared foods are what is that?
Well,
The
yeah.
subliminal foods? Okay, I've never heard it put that way, but I know what you mean. That
Well,
hydro,
I,
creepy looking.
where do they come from, Jeff? I'm not sure where would they come from then. I have no idea.
Huh. What's the
Supplemental.
so yeah. Princess Bride. You use that word a lot. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Hey, Stephen.
Yeah, all the planaria killers usually take care of hydra too. Okay, good. Well, it's good to know. Yeah.
Well, it's not that way in my fish room because I can't afford to feed up the major.
Oh, here we go again.
What's that?
Yeah, plants. Yeah, I could see them coming in on plants. Yeah. Hydra, yeah, I could see them coming in on plants. Get enough other stuff on plants, different kinds of algae or snails. So why not Hydra?
I don't know. I've had a lot of plants.
Yeah,
I've never seen the Hydra until I feed a lot of brine shrimp. There's the one time I had it. I fed an extra amount to the glow light Chopreidanios.
Yeah.
To get them, in condition to drop eggs and whatnot.
Yeah.
I did 2 scoops, and I gave them a really thick amount of it. And then I had on the sponge filter, there was some Hydra, but they ate them.
Yeah.
I haven't had them since. Didn't have to use any kind of chemical or anything to eradicate them.
So, from what kind of brine shrimp, though?
But the same kind right here, the aquatic foods.
Okay, but what Jeff's saying is Hydra can't live in salt water. So if you're hatching brine shrimp in salt water, they can't survive that. And I just looked, I Googled it for the AI bot to see what they have to say.
I didn't say they were. I didn't say they did. I was just surmising that a possibility. I didn't know.
Yeah, because according to Google, no, Hydra will not live in salt water.
So
they are fresh.
Where does it come from?
Well, I don't know where it comes from, but they're a freshwater beastie. So where?
Shrimp flavor. I was wondering how it got there. Plants make sense.
All right, here. Where can Hydra come from? Live plant, decorations, even live food like baby brine shrimp. Now they need to get their shit together here. Hydra's small freshwater polyps can enter your aquariums through various pathways, including live plants, that makes sense, decorations, like ones that have been sitting. So I wonder if their polyp turns into a desiccated cyst, like brine shrimp eggs or brine shrimp cysts. Because it says, and even live foods like live baby brine shrimp. So I don't get it, but I mean, that's contradictory to what they just said. They can also be introduced with contaminated net.
Then when you feed the brine shrimp, then I guess then the Hydra hatch. I have no idea.
That's possible. It says they can also be introduced through contaminated nets or by attaching to new fish. So they can come in with fish. Hydra can lay dormant for extended periods and then proliferate when conditions such as abundant food become favorable.
Yeah, because I've never seen it until I fed the brine shrimp. But
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hydra can hitchhike on live foods like baby brine shrimp or be introduced by a pond food collected from natural water sources. Contaminated nets, new fish, airborne spores can also enter through the air. Hydra can also enter through the air as dormant cysts, especially if the aquarium is not fully sealed. Mine aren't. I've never seen it, fortunately. Water changes. Using water from a source that contains Hydra they can be introduced. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So anyway, wow. I don't know. What do you guys think about all that? So
I don't know, but Jeff Kane says maybe if they're like a cyst, they can survive the salt water, and when they get in the fresh water, then they hatch. Maybe.
right. So they just follow the hatched brine shrimp through the process. Yeah. So interesting. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and, you know, Jeff, in a lot of cases, the cysts of things can withstand a lot. I was looking at Jeff Kane's there.
Yep.
Maybe this can withstand. Yeah, they can withstand prolonged periods of drought, dry. You know, there are things like that live in soil for years until conditions are right. So yeah, Hydra is magic.
Magic, yeah.
I agree. Well, you know what? I saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, cut one head off, two more grow back. Yeah. Tiffany, you'd be like, what?
I created Hydra. You can hear my laboratory here.
Yeah.
How does that go again, Tiffany?
Oh, wow. Collecting mosquitoes. Yeah, there we go.
Bubble, toil, and trouble.
Yeah, that's Wizard of Oz? No, maybe not. I was thinking that was the Wicked Witch of the West, but maybe not. Well, hell.
Hydration mother, piece of the dog. Oh.
Not a clue.
But it's interesting, you know, where it comes from, the origination, how it comes
right.
in. Because it is I mean, you hear about it quite frequently. And I've never really heard a discussion about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Except right now when we're doing it.
Because we're brilliant.
That's right.
Everybody in the chat's brilliant.
Absolutely.
That's why we discuss things like this. To the Hydra run. Yep.
Yep. Macbeth.
Yeah.
So we got the dang lab going there. The next news house down. Yeah, no, I'm not Walter White. I can tell you that.
Oh God.
Nope.
Oh, somebody just dinged me with that. Who was that? Was that you?
Just got a dang lab
Oh
down.
no, Facebook Marketplace.
Hydra explosion. Congrats, we're on over 900 subs from Red Laser. There's Gord. Hey, Gord.
Oh, hey, Gord.
We're going to get him to 1,000.
Yeah, finally, huh?
Sounds like a laboratory down here, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Since I fixed those sponge filters.
Yeah. Reminds me of the old Frankenstein movie. With, yeah. Or better still, Young Frankenstein. I love that movie. What a classic.
I'd have Igor here, but he's over in Pennsylvania. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Igor or Igor?
Or
Right.
He's probably watching this, be like,
Yeah, I'm not talking to those guys anymore. Yeah, I got 908 subs. I went back down to 9.6, then back up to 9.8, back to 9.6, back up to 9.8, and that's where I'm holding right now.
It does that. It trends up, though. You notice it trends up.
Yeah.
You get one, you lose two, then you get three.
Yeah.
You know.
Just like the S&P 500. Over the long term, it trends up. It's got to be patient. Gene Wilder, yeah, he was pretty damn great. Yeah. Young Frankenstein was just a funny movie. Yeah, I remember seeing it when it first came out when I was a kid at the theater. Yeah, Arya, you won't be far. You probably just blow right by me, Jeff.
I'm working on catching up, Ron.
Yeah, your streams, that you do all the time, those help. I don't do enough of that stuff. Yeah, Gene was a genius. Yes, he was. I really liked, what was it? Blazing Saddles.
I've never seen that movie yet.
God, that's funny. And then Cheese. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I've seen
Another
that.
classic. Yeah, I love that one too.
Hmm.
I like what's his face? Yeah, Mel Brooks. Yes. Yeah, and I'd heard a story about it. If I remember correctly, Gene Wilder had an idea, and uh, was he working on something with Mel Brooks? And he said, "I want you to do this with me." So that's how Mel Brooks and he got involved in it together. Um,
We directed Young Frankenstein.
yes, yeah, and there's obviously a lot of Mel Brooks gags in there too. You know, I used to watch, and I loved that series, Get Smart, and that was Mel Brooks.
Hmm.
You know, and yeah, he's just yeah, Placing Saddles, yeah, and also I don't know if he was involved in Mad About You or he was. It turns out he was like Paul, what's his name? Paul Reiser. It was
Yeah, and
he played his uncle. Yeah, I don't know if that was like he was creator on that show or writer or what, but he's
we watched it when it was out. Yeah, we liked it.
I used to watch that all the time. Yeah. This is the magnetic stir I have for what, Stephen? Got $20. That's not bad. I think I just assumed these things would cost a bloody fortune.
Is that to take all the electricity out of the water that Australia was telling us about?
That who?
Magnetizing the. He has to do that before he performs his surgery on his angelfish.
Oh.
Australia.
Yep, hacks. Yeah, shorts tied to a string. That's a good idea too. Yeah, I'm just not doing enough of that right now. I've been bouncing off of too many things, and that
Moving parts.
Yeah, the focus has not been great. I'll get it. Ron said he was going to buy me. Yes, I did. Give me an address. I'll drop it to you. To degas water samples and mix calibration. So this is all back into the chem lab. Yeah, I would never do that.
What's he doing?
No, well, for the mix, the magnetic stir, to degas water samples and mix calibration solutions for titration. Is that right? And then Tiffany's going, I admire folk brave enough to do fish surgery. I won't do it. No, I used to do fish surgery after I caught them when I was fishing, and then they would go on the grill. That was the extent of my fish surgery. So I don't talk about that with
6415 bad afternoon.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, I don't talk about that in front of my fish because I don't want to freak them out. So. Yep, not a clue. I'm going to pull this down now. But thanks for putting the link in there, Stephen.
Absolutely. You know what, Jody? I tell you what. Well, I'm going to try and take. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute. All right. Yeah, I'm muted now.
Okay. Well, he is. I can see the little muty thing. Right. You probably can't see my cursor. Of course not. Don't ask. Yeah. Don't ask, don't tell. Never. Oh, he might be talking to somebody in the chat, or maybe he's talking to Kathy. And I'm just here sweating my backside off. It's freaking hot in here. God, I can't wait for them to finish the pool so I can get my AC back. Then I won't need it. Probably need a heater. That's small batches of meth. No kidding. Yeah, it's only 99 outside, but I think it's about 99 inside too. Are you back, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yep. It was 87 in the house last night.
Yeah.
And then I turned the air conditioner on for about 3 hours to cool it down in there so I could be cool enough to at least sleep.
Yeah, we leave the one on in the bedroom, got around 72 at night. In fact, it's on about 72 all the time, just to blow some cool air down this way. But the other end of the house, I think it's either off or set to about 77.
Yep.
Intimidate that chicken. Yep. Damn roosters. Yeah.
Yep. Although chicken in front of the roosters.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to let them know who's boss, it's important. Yeah.
Well, hardcore. Oh yeah, he's serious about his water chemistry, Jesse. Big time. This might interest you, Stephen. They're redoing our entire water treatment plant not too far from here, so I'm hoping that they don't do something too radical.
Oh wow.
Maybe I could find out some numbers from. Of course, he can actually find the numbers out. He found out my water conditions from where he's at.
Yeah.
He's got connections all over the place.
Who's that?
Stephen P.
Yeah.
With the water chemistry, he probably knows what your water properties are. Jeff did not get it. Probably not. I don't get a lot. I get stuck on a subject and I kind of like laser focus. I just know that he likes his water chemistry and he's good at it.
Yeah.
There's 68 in my house. Oh, wow. I can sleep at, we got down to like 72. I was able to sleep. I just Googled your water report.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, nice. What is it? What is my water report? What is
There, Stephen, do I have the same thing you do? Is that it? Is that what you came up with?
Board of Water and Light? Yep. And does it say what the
You want me to email this to you, Jeff?
Oh yeah, you can email it to me. Yes.
You're a customer.
Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, we pay him enough money a month. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good Lord, have mercy! I tell you.
124 wells, about 400 feet deep, 2 water conditioning plants, 166,000 population served, 40,450 wholesale population served, 834 miles of water mains, 19.2 million gallons a day average usage. Huh. But what's the interesting part is, here's that. Let's see if we can find. Oh, did I hear they're removing fluoride? Florida State is removing fluoride from their water?
They removed fluoride from our water a long time ago.
Not so much. It's not a lot, but it's not here. But it's showing right here.
Is there fluoride in our water, in my water?
Yeah. If I'm reading that right. Yep, same one, huh?
Huh. I know they had it back in the 70s and 80s, but I thought they stopped it.
What are the nitrates?
The nitrates?
Oh, let's see if I can make that a little bigger. Where are they? Calcium, carbonate. Typical concentration, what is that? 19, is that parts per million? I need to read the whole, because I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let out, yeah, that's good. No, I didn't see. Am I just missing it?
We're in the Delta. We're in Delta Township too, so I'm not sure if I know there's got to be more than one water treatment facility around here.
Well, it said there were two, according to that, but
Ours is off Willow. If it shows the location on there,
no, it didn't.
and that's only about maybe maybe 3/4 of a mile from our house.
Right. pH 9.5. Holy shit!
Really?
Right here.
Huh. I've never seen it.
Wow.
What about the KH?
That's the carbonate hardness. The carbonate is 19.
19?
Yeah, the hardness is 100 parts per million. 100 parts. That's the calcium carbonate here. The hardness. So 100.
Liquid rock. Yikes.
Magnesium and calcium. But I didn't see anything that said anything about, maybe I just don't know what I'm looking for, about nitrates. We have nitrates in our water, and they attribute it to agriculture. Calcium hydroxide. Oh, they use lime softening. Okay. Got it.
Dennis is here.
Yeah, I know fluoride goes way, way back. Hey, Dennis. But I just saw, what's his name? Governor DeSantis talking about how they're going to pull fluoride from Florida water. And they figure people get enough fluoride in a bunch of other ways. And if they want it, they can, it should be a choice. They shouldn't just be forcing it down everybody's throats. So if you want fluoride, you can go get your own.
Fluoride is a byproduct of aluminum production.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they put it in your toothpaste, probably in your mouthwash. So anyway, yeah, here, let me save this off as a PDF. Put it on my desktop.
But you remember when we did that test with the GH and KH? It only took 2 drops to turn my pH. So, and it's saying 19 on there, you said?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same, how that works. And I'll email this to you later when we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a link, Ron. Oops. Control S. Wait. Oh, Jesus. Shift control. There it is. Yeah.
Head of Alcoa was on the Water Commission.
There you go, Don. That's the link. In fact, Jeff, if you want to do it, you can pull up that link too. That's the link for your water. So there you are, Don. $19 as parts per million, yeah.
Oh, I'll just email it to me because it'll knock me out of my chat here.
Oh, you're right. No worries. Yeah, our water is, I don't know, it's pretty hard here. I think it's, what do they say about the Mississippi River?
Is it hard? Is it hard water?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's mud. Too thin to walk on, too thick to drink. So, yeah.
All right. Mississippi mud pies, huh?
Yeah, really. Yeah. Not bad. That's funny. So yeah, that's the link. Would you pardon me while I go get a Pellegrino?
Absolutely. Get
I'll
one.
be right back.
Yeah.
I meant a stream. Wait. Oh, a StreamYard link. Yeah, sure, Don. I'm sorry. We're gonna let Don in, I think.
I can let him in.
All right,
I'm
good.
Pellegrino.
I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. not a great question to ask another. What did I ask? I'm not sure. There he is. Welcome. Hey, Don. Can you hear me? Are you muted? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear him? I can't hear you. I can see you. I can't hear you. Oh, is it? Oh. Well, I was going to say,
Yeah, how's that?
there was the other one too. I know everybody was thinking it. He says, "I'm see if I can make this bigger." That's what she said. But anyway, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Don.
Okay, right. Can I share a screen?
You can.
How do I share?
Do you see a little button? Do you see a little thing that says "Present"?
Yep.
If you bring up a page, if it's already up, and then you come back to here and click the present, then it'll be share screen. You click on that, and then it'll bring up a little another one,
right.
like a baby blue bar, and that's what adds it to this
share screen.
Yeah. And then you'll see like a baby blue bar or something after that, and then that will bring it to this screen.
Selected tab, and it is this one here, right?
Yep, there it is. I'm adding it to the stage.
Okay.
There we are. And you can control it. You have to go back to the actual one at the top, the blue tab, and you can.
All right, Ron.
You can
actually. We're looking at yours.
Yeah, this is my water report from my water supplier last year.
So this is London?
This is Southwest London.
Okay.
And this is nitrate. Nitrate out of the tap.
Can you make it bigger? Control plus or
Control
is it are you on a map? There you go. Yeah.
So nitrate. So if I go up to the top, number of samples taken, 36. The standard, the allowed amount is 50 parts per million nitrate, right? The minimum, average, and maximum. Minimum is 30 from samples. The maximum is 38.9. Hang on. The average is 38.9. The maximum is 44.3. That's the shit we got coming out of our tap.
Yeah, isn't that great? Nice show. Yeah,
you go up to Manchester, which is about a 3-hour drive north, and it rains every day in Manchester, and there's not much farmland up there. They basically got RO water coming out of their tap.
Oh God! Wow.
But because they got the farmland in the Midlands and towards the south of England, all the over-fertilization that happens on the farms, it bleeds into the aquifers that then feed our water supply. So, yeah, these are serious struggles. Nitrate is absolute crap.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to see, Ron, on this report before I buy off?
No, what are just the usuals like things like pH and
I don't think this has pH. 7.2.
Pretty moderate.
Dennis is outside feeding the mosquitoes.
Yeah, 7.6 is about what I got coming out of my tap on a regular basis.
That's pretty close to here too.
Yeah.
Our nitrates are supposed to. I think the legal limit's 20 parts per million.
Yeah.
And it
welcome
hovers,
to your.
Yeah, it hovers right around there. So. Yeah.
Does anybody else want to see anything else before I shut this down?
Control 0 gets you back to the same size, because otherwise next time you open something, probably come back all bigger again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Control 0.
I figured.
Yeah. So, wait. Dennis is saying yes. Yes to what, Dennis?
He's feeding the mosquitoes out in his back.
Oh, are they eating you? Yeah. Right.
In other words, they're eating him.
Yeah. They attribute our, and I don't know how they must filter some of it out here, but they attribute it to agriculture here as well in the Coachella Valley.
The nice thing is E. coli is 0, which is good.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Good for me.
Good for everybody. God, that would be awful.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll leave you guys get back to it. I just
right.
thought I'd share the shit that's coming out of my tab.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
thanks. Appreciate it. Good to see your face again, too.
Yeah. And yours.
I wonder if Stephen
Always
P's
great.
watching that. If he sees those numbers,
Who?
he might.
Who?
Stephen P. If he sees I bet he'd be interested to see what the London's water is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, who was it a couple of years ago? Was it Detroit area or somewhere in Michigan
oh yeah,
where they were having some real serious water issues?
Flint, Michigan. We had a lot of lead.
Detroit, Flint. Horrible.
Yeah.
So they band together and told him to get the lead out. Basically, I know it wasn't a joke, but it was just now.
Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Tiffany, do they-
I didn't want to overwhelm you with that hilarity. Hey, tough crowd.
Right. I'll back out now. Thank you for the time.
Thanks, Don.
yeah. Thank you.
Uh,
Huh. I got a buddy that's got a place up in Hollister, California, and there, the boron is through the roof. And that water tastes awful.
mhm.
And he's on a farm, his land's farmland. So, but the surrounding farm is all organic. So I don't know how much that matters or not. But anyway, I don't know what else their water tastes like because he's on a well,
I remember years and years ago, they turned the faucet on at the friend's house. It stunk. I was like, they're drinking the water. I'm like, no thanks. I want that. I'm like, I'm going to drink something that smells like that.
Well, I was in Odessa, Texas one time. Same thing, overnight. Wake up in the morning, the hotel room just stank of sulfur because the water came off the top of the oil.
Ooh.
It was lovely. So Tiffany, they sprayed their crops and destroyed someone's entire garden. So they were spraying their crops with an herbicide, like a weed killer. Yeah, those things matter in soil. And then the soil, what kind of soil it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think heavy clay soils, depending on the kind of clay, tend to
It's a growth inhibitor.
hold. Drift. Yeah, a growth inhibitor. Interesting. Yeah. So a PGR, a plant growth regulator, and technically a pesticide. And I don't know if you went to the local Department of Agriculture, they could probably get in a world of shit for that.
Yeah. If anybody does anything about it, I mean, they won't.
Pesticides are a big deal. So yeah.
I think it's a lot of blind eyes get turned,
Yeah, in some areas about some things.
Yeah. Some things is actually a good thing. Other things is maybe not so much.
Yeah. This, when improper use of pesticides doesn't go over well in a lot of areas. She made the report. This is her second report. Oh wow.
Oh.
So it's being ignored.
Oh, growth out in here in Pine Stand is dead. Yikes.
Wow.
That's not good.
Just fried all the new growth on the pines. Wow, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Definitely.
I used to have a California Department of Pesticide Regulation qualified applicators. What did I have? The QAL, qualified applicators license. So I had to go every 2 years I had to do to renew my license. I had to have, I think it was 20 hours every 2 years of continuing education. So I kept it as long as I was teaching. I didn't apply. I didn't need it for anything. So I wasn't applying pesticides. I did briefly. I worked at a nursery, and I had my license. But so I didn't apply commercially though. But the information was good because I taught a pest control class I don't remember if every spring semester, I think is what it was. I taught a pest control class. And so I get a lot of good information that I could share with my classes. That's why I kept it up, try to stay kind of current. Yep,
those donuts they throw in ponds to keep the mosquitoes out? What is that made out of?
It is a live bacteria. Hello, Guppy Fever Mike. Welcome in.
Hey, Guppy.
Called Bacillus thuringiensis israeliensis. There's BTI, in fact. If for anybody out here that's ever grown tomatoes or broccoli or cauliflower, cabbage with the little green worms, that attack the cruciferous or coal plants like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, or the big tomato hornworms, use something called BT, and it's organic. It qualifies as an organic material. It's safe. It's a live bacteria that only affects that insect family, Lepidoptera, moths and butterflies. It only affects their larvae. And BTI only affects mosquito larvae. And so you throw those wafers into ponds or whatever, and what it does, it allows the mosquito egg to hatch out, and you have that larval stage that swims around that I collect to feed my fish, but it won't allow it to go into the pupa stage and come out as an adult. So it stops there. So they only go through part of their life cycle and die. Spinosad's another, I guess it's another organic, it's systemic, if I remember correctly. It's an insecticide. Ron, my son said, don't be watching porn while live stream can see your monitor.
It doesn't affect the fish too badly then.
Right there? Is that what? Yeah. Yeah, well, I got to do something while we're here, though. As a kid, I wanted to fly old school crop dusters. Yeah, why not? God, that looked like fun, didn't it?
So what does it do to the fish? Does it do anything to the fish around it?
Harmless to fish and salamanders, newts, frogs, turtles, all other things. It's specific to mosquitoes.
So Brandon's saying, so you can use the mosquito dunks, get larvae, and still feed them to your fish. I don't think I'd want to. As
far as I know, because it won't affect the fish. It just affects the life cycle of the mosquito and keeps them from going into the pupa stage and then ultimately into the adult. It's like in a butterfly, right? You got the caterpillar.
Well, then it prevents them that don't think.
Yeah, it goes into a pupa, right?
It kills them.
The butterflies go from a larvae, like a caterpillar, to a pupa to an adult. Well, mosquitoes do too. They go from a larvae to a pupa to an adult. And it keeps them from going into the pupa, so they can never mature into the adult phase. That's all.
So it can't turn into a larva, so you can't feed them. It'll just not go that far. Gotcha.
All it does is stops them from going through their entire life cycle. Yeah. Thanks, Jose. My daughter brought a moth in the house and wants to keep it as a pet. I might have to get some tobacco hornworms to raise. We've done it before, and it's been. Yeah, you know what else? When I took an introduction, it's called Introduction to Arthropods. When I was a student, we actually had silkworm caterpillars, and had them go through their whole larval stage and come out as adult silk moths. And then also we had when I was working at this little mom and pop nursery, we had a pretty good area of container citrus. And the store manager, or he's the assistant manager, whatever, the manager, I think he was a manager, he would go out and walk around the citrus and they look like a bird poop on the leaf of the citrus. And they're a caterpillar called orange dogs. And he would collect those, put them in a big plastic jar with a lid and a screen at the top of the jar with a piece of the citrus, and collect those and put them in that jar. He'd bring them into set them next to the register, and they'd feed a couple more days. They'd go into a pupa, and out they come as it was one of the swallowtail butterflies. And it was fun to watch. It was very cool to watch. And then just cut them loose, cut the butterfly loose. So
Up on Mackinac Island, they had a building that's all they did. They had different types of butterflies. They had them through all the stages.
Yeah. There's one in LA at Exposition Park. There was one in, was it in Epcot in Disney World? They're around, those butterfly houses. They're very cool. If you get to go into one of those, absolutely. Where did you do it, Jeff?
Pardon me?
Where did you go into a butterfly house?
It was up on Mackinac Island. I was telling you, it was, and you go in there and there's they're fluttering all around, but they have a big case where it shows them going through all the different phases, and you can actually watch them hatch out in real time.
It's very cool, isn't it?
It's very cool. Hornworm turns into hummingbird moths. Oh, wow.
There's something called OMRI, Organic Material Research Institute, and spinosad is labeled OMRI, I believe, and so are the mosquito dunks, and so is neem oil. There's a couple of them. So is BTI. That's the mosquito dunks. So is BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, for the hornworms and for a bunch of others. Hummingbird moths or hawk moths, I've heard them called that too. Yeah. The caterpillar's not so great because they can defoliate stuff quickly. There's a butterfly house.
I touched those woolly bear, called woolly bear. I think it's the ones that do the monarch butterfly. Fuzzy, right? And I broke out into into a rash like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, sphinx moth, hawk moth, butterfly moth. I think there's a bunch of them by the same name. And they're the tomato hornworm or tobacco hornworm. If you ever get a chance to go to a butterfly house, it's worth it, I think hawk moth, sphinx moth, I think they're the same thing. I think it may be regional, and it may also be, minor species differences, depending on the kind of plant you find it on specifically.
She didn't want to leave, right?
I don't blame her. I mean, they're so cool. Yeah. We did that one at, I think it was Epcot at Disney World, at Walt Disney World. I loved it. It was great fun. Yeah, they are. They are some very cool creatures, moths and butterflies, both. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they're fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was really
cool. When I was teaching pest control, I had this lovely older woman in my class, and she asked me, and I don't remember completely how we got there, but she had, I think it was one of the no, it was butterfly bush. Was that what it was? Buddleia? Anyway, there was a plant she had that she had a butterfly garden. So, and that consisted of several different species of shrubs and vines. There's two basic types of plants for a butterfly garden. There's the larval host plant, the ones that the butterflies come in and lay their eggs on, the larvae eat it, and then they pupate, they fly away. And then there's the adult host plant. Those are the ones that produce flowers with the nectar that the adults can feed on. And she's going, I planted this butterfly garden, and the caterpillars are eating all my plants. And so I tried really hard not to just drop to the floor laughing. But after I explained that to her, I could see the little brain cells clicking. And there it is. She got it. So yeah, that's part of the process. Yeah. It's Santa Barbara, I think, Rachel. I think it's in the Santa Barbara area, or Santa Barbara, Isla Vista, somewhere around there. Let's see, Niagara Falls, Canada. They have this beautiful, very large butterfly conservatory. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. Moths get about, well, there's different kinds of moths. Some are kind of little and more insignificant, but their larvae aren't, because they eat your clothes. If you've got anything wool or alpaca, cashmere, whatever that, they will do it in. But there are others that live outside, stay outside. They don't eat your clothes. And some of them there's some of the moths that are, bigger than butterflies that you see. And they are they're really attractive creatures. And the adults are usually never the problem. It's always the larvae because the feeding stage of a lot of moths, they don't have any mouth parts, or they have really kind of like not fully formed mouth parts, so they can only eat a little, or like maybe lap up a little bit of water out of it, dew or whatever.
Yeah.
But the larval stage is what does the damage. That's the problem with moths and butterflies. It's the larval stage that does the problem. We planted, where I used to teach, one of the lab techs planted all this butterfly weed outside the back of the science building. And so it came up and flowered. The monarchs, that's what they like. The monarchs come in and they feed on that. And then they lay their caterpillars or their eggs, and the caterpillars eat the leaves on that. And then they would go up underneath the windowsill, and you'd see this whole big string of pupa, the monarch butterfly pupa, and then monarchs would be flying everywhere.
Kind of cool. I never heard of those.
What's that?
The China mark moths.
Huh. On water lilies. So they're probably specific to that. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's the China mark moth?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, Stephen. Something like this? Or this one?
Have you heard anything about the genetic material that apparently has been brought into the States from China?
For what?
Well, it's basically a very passive-aggressive attack that they're trying to create blight to knock out our crops.
That kind of genetic material.
Yeah.
For plants.
From plants and different types of seeds that might not be invasive or something that will...
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about that? I've seen.
I haven't, but why am I not surprised?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good luck with that, Don. We've got a bird of paradise outside here, and it's, I don't know, 8 feet in diameter, and they get about 5 feet high, and they're a winter bloomer. I like bird of paradise.
Tiger swallowtails are beautiful.
Yeah, the milkweed, yeah. And there's different kinds, and there's a couple kinds of milkweed. There's tropical milkweeds and native milkweeds. And there was a big push to stop growing the tropical milkweeds because they bloom in the season when the monarchs should have migrated away. And what happens is the monarchs stick around, and it breaks their migratory cycle, and it kind of screws up and I guess the monarch numbers are dwindling, and they're attributing part of it to that. Rachel, have you declared how you're going to, what did you break, Rachel?
What's the other swallowtail? It's a dark, it's black, and it has blue on its bottom of its wings. What the heck is that called? I can't remember.
Well, there's one called the morning cloak. That's the one. It's dark brown and it's got that kind of pale yellow around the edge of the wings. Tiger
The one I'm
swallow.
talking about is
Yeah.
jet black, and it has blue on it. It's another type of swallowtail. Zebra swallowtail. So,
You know, not a clue. Tiffany, I'm guessing that swamp milkweed is a native milkweed to your area, maybe?
that's right. Were you able to fix that, Rachel? The 55-gallon?
Yeah, the cabbage whites and the yellows. What do they call them? Sulfurs and whites. Those are the cabbage looper, the little green caterpillar that are the scourge if you're trying to grow broccoli or cauliflower or Brussels sprouts or any of that. And that's where spraying the BT comes in. It'll kill the caterpillars on your food, and it's harmless, except to caterpillars. So what you said, the 55-gallon I got during the Walmart
Yeah, I
sale?
just asked her. That's what I was saying. Asked her if she got fixed the brace on it.
Yeah, why not just reach out to them and go, it's broken, I need another one.
Always waiting until I figure out a spot for it. Oh, I see. Okay. I think David's doing the same thing. He hasn't set his up either.
You know, there's very little worse, Tiffany, than, like cleaning out your broccoli or cauliflower and it's full of caterpillars.
I can't believe they had those at that price anyway. I would even got one.
Yeah. I'm betting that even though it was the last one on the floor, their website, if they send a broken one, they're going to have to make good with it.
It was the last one. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, if they're going to run the sale again sometime, who knows?
Hang on just a minute.
55 gallons is a nice tank. I know that it's not as I know they don't like it as well as the 75 because it's deeper. But yeah, the replacement frames, a little over $10 with plus shipping. Oh wow. What is that place? I'm trying to look here. Aquariums Wholesale.
Do a return and refund. I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the Eastern Swallowtail. Okay, thank you very much, Tiffany. I was wondering. We get those quite a bit around here. But they said they could only do a return and refund.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Okay. Just tomatoes and cucumbers.
Yeah. I kind of stopped growing cucumbers. I had great cucumbers year after year after year. And then one year I bought cucumbers, plants, from, I think it was Home Despot. And they were, what's the brand? Bonnie plants? That I think probably garden centers nationwide sell. And it turned out they had downy mildew, not powdery mildew, but downy mildew. And then I had downy mildew in my yard every year after that. I just, and it just decimated my cucumbers.
Oh, zucchini, yeah. That's good for your plecos too, Tiffany.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
There's Dr. Ted. Hello there.
Oh, hey, Ted. How are you?
How's the weather? I just mentioned earlier, it's hotter than Hades here. Oh, good. Greg made it home. He's home now.
Oh, hey.
Grab the link for him.
Yeah. Are you all right? Yeah.
$98 Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's I got to mow my yard tomorrow, regardless of the temperature.
Oh, yeah, I should too. Let's see. We don't have a really big, it's only a front lawn. It's not that big. No, it's still only 99. So, yeah.
Doctor, give me the news. Pond Tub Blues. There you go.
That's funny. Oh, wait, I forgot to do that. I pasted it in the chat and forgot to hit go.
There it is, Greg.
Well, my loving wife is home.
That was a good one, Christopher. I like that. Came up with his own song for that.
Yeah. Told you there's some talented people in this chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And smart people, too. I learn something every time I'm in this chat.
There is 186 Element. Hello there. 99 degrees in my area. Come on, 100. Oh,
Yeah, I'd rather not. We're stuck at 99. I'm good with that. What was it last weekend? A weekend before last. We came home on Sunday. We were out of town. Came home on Sunday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. 115 3 days in a row. See you there, Greg.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How are y'all are today?
Fantastic. Let me
Who's
see
it,
if I
sir?
can move you around. There we go. Give you center stage if I got this figured out right.
36. Got 36 participants and 24 likes. Hit the like button, guys.
No, I am having a heck of a time here. That works.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Forty breeder.
It's one of my favorite tanks, a 40 breeder.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them. I really like them. Look at those 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Here we are. Oh, wait, I'm here. Oh, wait, there's more.
Those are the pink,
God, they're gorgeous.
the glow angels. Look at them. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
They're beauties. I love these two. I hope they pair up. They seem to be a pair.
They had the one with the yellow there on his head, a little bit of yellow, it looks like, on the right-hand side.
Right?
It's hot pink. I don't know why it's coming off as yellow. There's no
Oh, okay.
yellow whatsoever on it.
He's got to get that little hump coming on. I can see it right there. The one on screen right there with the,
Hey, Dad.
and I bet they are. Look at them. They act like it.
Yeah, and this pearl scale one, it's always running these two over here. It doesn't really like them on his side of the tank. Or
God, they're gorgeous.
I think on their side of the tank.
Nice looking fish.
They are, aren't they? There's something
Is that
special
Skip's?
about angelfish. Huh?
Is that my old friend Skip who's in the show?
No, this is Greg.
The champagne's beside them.
There's the champagnes. I love those too.
This is 3G Greg from Louisiana.
Hey, Greg.
Hello, hello.
Beautiful angelfish, man.
Oh, they are.
This tank here, this is a 29 gallon. It's trying to get green water going. If y'all can tell, it's kind of greenish. It was a lot worse, but I've been doing some water changes. And
Yeah.
getting it better. What else y'all want to look at? Y'all want to look at some
Anything you want to share? Yeah.
Show it, the whole works.
Anything you want to share?
I love it all. There we
It's
go.
a 55 gallon.
What are the quarries?
Check out the
Look at the hump.
coke
Yeah.
on that guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There's the albino cories, my favorite.
Yeah. And so I'm guessing that's an older male, huh? The one on the left.
It's not older. This male right here, he's probably about 3 years old.
Okay.
And these over here are his babies, and they're probably, I don't know, about a year and a half old.
Oh, wow. All right.
If you
Wow,
see
Sean.
this one's got a huge knot on his head, and the one in the back's got a huge knot on his
Oh,
head.
yeah. All right. Yeah.
So this is 3 males in here, and no females. I've got some albino cherry barbs.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
They look like a glowfish, but they're
Yeah, they're nice.
got some green guppies in there, a few of those.
Is that a little swordtail I'm looking at there? Is that a swordtail?
Right there in the middle.
Yeah.
No, that's a guppy.
Oh, that's a guppy. Oh, wow.
That's a little guppy. It's a male, but it's a guppy.
Okay.
So Dennis is asking, do the Corys eat the angel eggs?
No, because normally I pull the angel eggs.
Okay, good.
I don't give them a chance to. I normally pull them, and I put them in these little containers right here that you get at the dollar store with the little spigot
Right.
on it. Air bubbler and some methylene blue.
Right.
I use distilled water because my water's so hard.
Huh.
But yeah, we got some
So
King Kong guppies.
I was going to say also, Greg, don't those angelfish protect their eggs when they're kind of protective of them, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're definitely protective, but not like to killing. They don't. Unless they're in a smaller tank like a 29 or something like that. But you got them in a 4-foot tank. They'll pair up in here, and the pair will take over one end of the tank, and everything else will be down here. And they don't really rough them up bad, but they do run them off.
Yeah, but it says when the Corys came near those eggs, they'd probably run them off.
Yeah, they will. But like if you turn out the lights, leave the eggs in there and turn out the lights, oh yeah, them Corys are going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
And so normally if I try to leave the eggs in the tank for the parents to try to raise, I'll leave the light on until they get to be free swimming.
Right. I've heard that more people say that. There you go, Tiffany. That's what I was telling you in the chat that day.
These guys are pretty big. There's some big angels. Like I said, that's a 55 gallon. I got a few Goodeids, some super reds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the super reds. I love those too.
Yeah.
There's some regular albinos in there too. Super reds, paradise fish.
Yeah.
Oh, paradise fish. I love the paradise fish too. You bred those, haven't you?
That's a low boy. Yeah, let's see right here. Here's about a virgillion of them.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what I need is one of those males. I got a big old female, but I don't have them.
Can y'all see all those Cory cats down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot identify them. I've had them for probably 5 or 6 years. There's 11 of them in there, and I have yet to have a baby off of them.
Almost like the Lineatus.
Or even see an egg.
Really?
Love those paradise.
But yeah, there's a few paradise fish in here, I would say.
Yeah, I love those fish.
And then the tank beside it, it has a few paradise fish in it, and then some super reds. It's Area 51.
Hello, June. Welcome in. Tiffany's saying she thinks those are the what did she say here? The Julii?
Julie, maybe? Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
They're not false, Julie.
I love this tank right here with these containers.
Yeah, there's one algae eater in here, and that's it.
Hi, Craig. How you doing, pal?
Here's the black water.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
Those are, look at them. They used to be so shy they wouldn't even come out. Now look at them.
Yeah, they're like
They own the place now.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to wipe the glass down. It looks bad. They
I
just
forgot
got to where they come out and they're happy, so I don't want to really scare them.
Yeah.
Wiping the glass down, I've just kind of been letting it go. And if you notice, this guy is kind of keeping the other guy away from this one. And that would be lovely. That was a pair. They stay together and they kind of keep the other one down here. Except for feeding time. That's a 55
I'm glad to hear that,
gallon.
Dennis.
Oh, look at them. They get right down to business, don't they?
Yeah. I got some guppies in here. They provide some live food for those Altums.
That's cool. Keeps
Yeah.
them nice and healthy, get all that good protein.
These are my Schubel green guppies, and they're very prolific. They have just millions and millions of babies. I don't know if you can see them in this tank. There's the daddy.
Wow. That makes me wonder. I wonder if I should do that. Put some guppies in my 75 with my angelfish.
Yeah.
I do it. That's why this guppies was over here with these.
Yeah.
I keep guppies with all my angelfish and with the purpose of them providing natural food.
That's a great idea.
Here's the blacks, which are not photogenic, but we'll see.
They're still spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They sure are.
This guy
Well, look
here, he looks kind of roughed up. I had the lids off, was cleaning them the other night, and he jumped out and went behind the tank, in between the tank and the wall.
Oh,
And I had to dig him out, and he's a little roughed up. And
He's
not
lucky he
really
survived.
happy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
look at that one. That one right there, stunning right there. Look at.
Angels aren't usually jumpers, are they?
No, they're not. And I haven't had one ever jump. I've had little ones jump out of the net, but I've never had a big one jump out. But I was sticking my hand down in there, and they was running from end to end, and it ran to one end and come up out of there.
Oh yeah.
One of my Corys jumped out of the tank.
Really?
Yeah, and I came down and
gallon.
I stepped on it, and I didn't even realize it until it popped. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And I looked down.
Oh.
It was already dead though. It was like dried up, but it still popped. Terrible.
That's a good way to put it, Jim. They are very elegant.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Jose's asking Craig what kind of fish you got last night, Craig. Lost a female angel jumped. Really? So I guess it happens. Your mustache and big eye, the magnifier scared your Corey, Jeff.
No, I wasn't even down here. I just came downstairs. Yeah,
Lucky you weren't barefoot step on that thing. That hurt like hell.
but I got a whole bunch new eggs though. I got.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, I wish.
get my collector, my egg
Yeah.
collector.
I've only got the one pair of angels. I wish mine had spawned.
David bought me one of those collectors. You just scrape it up the glass, and they all fall right in there. You don't lose any of them.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did it work well?
He says he worked great.
Oh, all right.
Yep, you got one. You've been using his.
Wow.
Got some long fin rosy barbs breeding in here.
Nice. Look at them
There's
go.
those rocks you was looking at, Jeff.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to get right. Yes, those are the rocks right there.
Yeah, Home Depot.
Right.
Those are just why they used to call them the Mexican river pebbles, river stones. They come in different sizes. They're just black, smooth river stones.
Pile those up, and then that way, if the Corys some make it to swimming or whatever, they can hide in there.
Yep. And I've heard it referred to as the patented LRB rock pile.
That's right.
I think
Exactly
they're the
right.
kind that are good for the Gillstream loaches too. I seen them in there with a bunch of little babies come out of the little crevices.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
3 10 gallons below that 40 that I use for breeding. Those are my 3 smallest tanks.
Nice.
Wow.
Got some guppies in there.
Yeah.
Stan,
No, that's cool.
Stan Pittman, them some Stan Pittman specials right there.
I love
Yeah,
it.
well, yeah.
I met him the other day. He came to town, and we met at the local fish shop and swapped
Oh, that's cool.
a few fish.
Oh, how cool. Yeah.
Very cool. I
Well,
bet
here, I
you.
guess I'll mosey around somewhere else, I guess, if y'all want to.
Sure, absolutely.
I think all the lights are on now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing somebody else's aquariums and, get to live vicariously through.
It's
Just
just
me saying she had a koi, an mbuna, and a goldfish jump. Huh.
I got some goldfish. I don't know if the light's on them, but I'll show them if y'all want to see them.
All
I
right,
got
yeah.
talking in chat about a ranchu that I have.
That's the one you got the discus. I've seen the discus in there.
Yeah, my one last discus that got chewed up by the hoplocats.
Oh, the
Wow.
Hopcats did that. Oh,
Well, I had one male hoplocat in here, and I put this piece of wood in here. And right under this little area, he became very protective of it. I went down to the fishing camp for a weekend, and I came back, and 5 of my 7 discus was dead.
Oh, geez.
wow.
And they were mauled. I mean, they didn't have fins left on them or anything.
Is
This
there
guy
another
here,
fish in there besides him? Him and the that were
I'm
besides the Hoplocat that could have done it.
that was the only thing in there, the discus and one hoplocat.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it had
was
to be the
it.
Hoplo.
Yeah, and I had noticed that he was kind of, protective of that piece of wood, but I didn't think it was going to. He'd been in there with those discus since he was 1.5 inches long, and he was probably close to 7 inches when the deal happened. But
Probably
that little,
saying, "Here's my woman
that little
at."
discus there was solid white as a sheet with hardly any fins on it, laying on the bottom, just barely moving. And of course, I got him out of there, and I've been working on him, and he's coming back, but that's the only one I got right now. I'm fixing to put those Altums in this tank.
Ooh, they would look great among those crypts there. Or are those sword plants?
Yeah, the swords in the back, crypts in the front.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of
Nice.
crypts on the side. This tank's about it's a father fish style tank. It's been set up about 5 or 6 years.
Very nice.
I don't do most of my tanks. I do water changes on them pretty regular.
Well, that little discus looks like he's happy in there. He's picking at the bottom, and he looks
Yeah,
like
he's pretty happy, and he's getting his color back, and his fins are growing.
Yep. He'll be back
But
to. He'll be back
this
to.
tank here, I don't have to do water changes on. I just top it off, and I've got it sealed really good. It takes about 3 months for the water to start showing down, below the lip.
Okay.
And I top it off.
Nice. Very nice.
Of course,
I love
didn't
that
go-
thing. It
I
looks-
didn't go all the way father fish with it. It's just got some dirted substrate.
Now, I was wondering, that Hoplo, do you think if they're the female, we probably use that wood for the bubble nest, or how would they?
I have no idea. I can't get my mind around why he snapped. And I know he was fed well. He wasn't hungry. And
Probably did it
I
at night
don't know.
when the lights were
I
out.
don't know if it happened like with one of them, and then it just got to be a thing with him, or what.
Are your lights on an automatic timer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I wonder about if maybe there's like a little dim light where they could. You might not do it. Probably did it at nighttime while it was dark. I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, but I mean, all of them.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All of them. He got all of
He
them.
must have went berserk.
He did. I took him out and put him in a tank back there with the goodies. And that's one of the few tanks that I have that doesn't have a top on it. He jumped out the next day. I found him on the floor.
Ooh, I like those rocks too. Those white ones.
Those are the same rocks, and those are the white ones. And I told you,
Yeah.
unless you like rolling them over, I wouldn't get them. I put them in this tank because it's so dark. This tank is so dark. And I was
Yeah,
trying to brighten it up some.
Now, when you say turn them over, what happens? It just
They'll turn green and black and all kind of colors, and then you roll them over, and they'll be pretty and white on the bottom side.
okay.
And then next thing you know, they're dark green and black looking. They don't stay white for very long.
When you flip it over the next time, does it turn white again, or is it just?
It depends. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, there might be a little green ring around them, kind of around the edge of it, but yeah, it pretty much.
I love those green Bulgarians right there. Look at them. Those are gorgeous.
I got a pair of them that for the last 2 days, their egg tube's been hanging out. They've been cleaning this piece of slate over here,
Ooh.
but I hadn't had nothing happen yet. Just waiting. These don't really like my hard water as much as the other ones do.
They are beautiful, though. I can tell you that. Look at them. They're all very inquisitive about you. Look at them. They're like, hey.
Yeah, usually when I come in from work, I feed them, so they're ready to be fed.
Ah, yes.
I usually feed them when I hit the door, and then I feed them about 30 minutes before lights out. I feed them again usually.
My fish are like that all the time. I can feed them 3 times a day, and they'd still do that. They always want to eat.
This is another 75.
That is beautiful.
I got it from a gentleman here in town. His sister had passed away, and he called me up and said, "Hey, you want this tank? Come get it." And it had an undergravel filter in it, and I just pulled the stacks out of it and put some black sand over the top of it. Been riding it like that for a while.
Yeah.
It's eventually gonna go a dirted substrate.
Now, your black sand, is that the stuff you get from home Tractor Supply?
It is, but when you get it from Tractor Supply, it doesn't have 1.7 trillion Malaysian trumpet snails in it.
Yeah.
Yep,
I get mine from there too.
All those white specks you see are Malaysian trumpet snails.
It's a great substrate. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I've got it in most of my tanks. This one over here would have had it in it. It does have it in it, but I messed up when I bought it. I bought the Black Diamond Fine instead of the.
Oh, yeah, that stuff is.
And it is dusty. I was constantly having to take my turkey baster and spray the dust off all these leaves because it was so dusty. It grew plants well.
That's the one with the red. It has the red labels, the really fine one, right? I think.
I can't remember, to be honest with you. I always double check it when I get it now, though.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I put this really fine peat gravel over the top of it to keep the dust down. It works good.
That's about like how I have my dirted tank capped off. It's about the same size as that. The gravel.
See how all his fins are bit up?
Mm-hmm.
Poor old thing.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
He's coming back though. Look at him. He's happy. He's
Yeah.
swimming around. He's eating.
I think he's going to make it.
Oh yeah.
I think he's going to
He's
make it.
definitely making it right now. You can tell he's not. It doesn't look like he's distressed at all, except for his fins being nipped up.
Okay, hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Sure, no
We'll be
problem.
Yeah. I was looking for Greg's channel.
Oh, I can drop it. I'll drop the link.
Yeah, okay. Because when I refresh, I lose all the previous chat too.
I got my phone right here, so I can just go right back here and pull them up here.
I put Shane's in the,
Congratulations, Shane, on your 500.
yeah, really.
Can somebody out there, if you grab, I'm trying to find Greg's channel here.
I'm not
Okay,
sure
I made
who
it back.
froze.
Let me see. We'll go look. I had to turn the lights on in the other room back here. These,
All right.
these tanks aren't on timers.
Oh, none of mine are. I do them all manual every day.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
This is 125 gallon.
Wow.
Oh, that's a nice tank. What I love those angels too. Look at that. Now, what type are those called again?
Blue zebras. You know, a lot of people call them by a different name. I just call them blue zebras.
Blue zebras. Okay.
Can't really tell. The light's back on it.
They are nice looking angels. Oh, I remember that one tank. You had a whole bunch of them growing out in.
This is them. I moved them to the 125.
Oh, okay.
And I got this pair.
Oh,
They're,
no.
this is their cone here, and they're kind of keeping this end of the tank. If you look, all the other ones are down at this end.
Thanks, Gord.
That's
and,
good.
So these two, you see them taking a shot at that guy. They're like, "Get out of here! We've got something to do."
Welcome in, Linda.
So let me see here now. They are hard to keep alive. Which fish are you talking about?
He's talking about his rams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Swiffle's got ram fry that, what do you say, should be free swimming tomorrow?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
They got some long fin rosy barbs in here with them.
Oh, wow. Look at those.
Are those the same kind that David had? He just had a spawn. Remember talking about them? Was it long fin or was it short fin? Or the regular?
I don't know.
A lot of people see them. They're like, "Is that a goldfish?"
Yeah, kind of, huh?
Yeah, it looks pretty.
This guy has been chased quite a bit in here. There's 3 males in here, and they've kind of chased. There's no females, so they play grab ass a lot, and their tails are kind of suffering.
Yeah. They're not shy about their breeding. I know that.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. That's definitely a pair. You can see the
There's
female's
Cat.
smaller. These are probably, they've got good lines on them and everything. This will probably be one of my breeder pairs. I'll get one more pair. Looks like these two are cleaning this rock.
Oh wow, they are. Look at that. Oh
Yep.
yeah, you're going to be having some more eggs here.
I don't really care for this guy with one stripe.
Oh, okay.
He heard that.
Look though, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he heard that. He's not happy with that, Craig.
I like them.
I've got a male in there with one stripe like that, and then I have a female.
Oh wow, you got to have them as a separate line. I like
Kind
that.
of,
Yeah,
kind of one stripe.
That one line looks cool. I like it. I like the eye ones too. They have the strips going through the eyes.
Yeah.
Most of them should. That's where they're supposed to look. Is this would be the perfect example.
Oh
of it.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And then a stripe in the tail too, at the very end of the tail,
Right.
or with the base of
Look at
the.
that. Oh, he's
Oh, they're
Yeah,
kissing.
one guy is over there saying,
That's the one that's down here with this one cleaning the rock, and then I have these two over here. This male and this female on this end.
they're having a range war.
Yeah. It's a 125. You'd think they have enough room, but no.
Wow. Hope you see Corey Fry too, June. That'd be great.
Oh wow.
Is June in here?
Yeah,
She
June.
is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was in here. She gets a
Yeah.
double delight.
So Jeff Kane is asking, do you have Lady Diane's blue avatars?
Do I?
Yeah.
Negative.
There you
I
go.
had some avatars, and these produce avatars, but I usually sell them to my fish shop, and
Oh.
I myself like them to look like that.
Yeah.
And I love the avatars. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But for me, for my line, I want my line to look
What
like
do the
when you
avatars
look
look
in the encyclopedia or whatever. That's
Right.
the picture you see.
Right.
Hey, Greg, what do the avatars look like compared to these?
They're more like the single line and the blotch broken lines
Okay.
on them.
Oh, okay.
They're basically, similar fish, but instead of having stripes, there'll be broken lines on them, and
I see.
even not really to a pattern or anything, but
And she says the tiger looks is awesome. She loves the tiger look. Yep.
Yeah, and usually they're a zebra. They're called a
She's drooling.
zebra.
She says she's drooling, Greg.
She's drilling.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does it. Big single male. Got the trailers.
Yeah. They are.
My firemouths do that. The males do that. They have those trailers.
Yeah. There looked like there was some blue iridescence in that anal fin too.
They're definitely, the blue's not coming off on it. They're
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
That looks almost like Mel's schmutz. She calls them that. They go, isn't it, Mel? Are you watching this, Mel? Looks like yours,
She was
doesn't it?
here earlier. Yeah.
Shit,
Well, I'm going to say something that may hurt. I have to go in about 5 minutes. We're having dinner with our neighbors, and I forgot all about it.
Okay,
So
look,
if you want to hold the fort, Jeff, great.
I'll show you one more tank and I'll get out of here.
Okay, let's check this tank. Oh, here we go. Here's the. Is that one Spanky, or is it Spanky, or is it a
Spanky.
Spanky?
Yeah.
Yep. Little Spanky.
Spanky's what made me get goldfish.
Cool.
I was at the pet store and he was not letting me leave. He was
Looks like a
running up
puppy
and down the
dog.
tank. I wasn't even trying to look at goldfish, but he was just acting crazy in the tank. I'm like, look at you go, boy.
Is that a real plant there, or is that plastic?
No, these are all fake. This tank's almost saltwater.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's good, though.
I
like
keep my
it.
goldfish salted big time.
Yeah. I know some of the fake plants look so real nowadays. They've
And then
really
my
done a
pleco.
great job on them.
I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all can see this guy. Hang on, I'll make y'all sick. You see that pleco there?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, salt water, huh?
He's been digging up all of this, getting the algae. You can see a little bit of algae there.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
But he moves his sand side to side so he can get the algae.
What kind
wow.
of pleco is that, Greg?
Sir?
What kind of pleco is that?
God, it's one of them whoopee.
Tiger? Tiger?
Whoopee, no, it's a whoopee something or another. I don't know.
Wabbit mustard?
Yes.
Wabbit mustard. Okay, that's a bristle nose, yep.
Yeah, it's a bristle nose. It's just
They look like a honeycomb pattern on them.
right. If he would come out, he was out and you could see him, but he hid, of course.
Jeff Kane's asking for some of your blue zebras.
Okay.
He's
I'm gonna
saying,
get them going.
"Give
I'm
me
gonna
some
get
of
them
your
going
blue."
again. I'm fixing to get them going again, and as soon as I get them going, I'll get some of them out to him.
Cool. There you go, Jeff.
And they'll be like these with the 3-line, unless he specifies he wants them to have broken lines or something like that.
There you go.
All right.
So, all right, I'm gonna jump down so you can go have dinner, and I appreciate y'all having me up.
Hey, thanks, Greg. Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you coming up. Thanks so much. I appreciate the share.
Yeah,
Always.
man. Yeah,
Always.
anytime.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
All right.
We'll talk
Thanks
to y'all
so much.
later.
All right. Have a great evening.
Okay, so we got to get you to dinner. We don't want you to be late.
Nope. Yeah. We're having dinner with, I guess, Taco Tuesday. We're having dinner with the neighbors down the street. So
Oh,
going
nice.
to a little hole in the wall that I've been to once before with them, and that place sucks. But I'm going back, so I'll find something to eat. It wasn't great. I didn't like what I had that much last time. So,
The company
Hopefully
makes up for it, though, a little bit.
huh?
The company makes up for it.
Yeah, and if it sucks that bad, then we'll stop on the way home and get something else.
Right? Taco Tuesday. Yeah, that sounds like
Taco Tuesday, whatever that. Yeah, whoever started that, but it fits. So like that. All right, kids.
All right. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Yeah, thank you all for being here on the off day. I think we can. I don't know. Should we keep it on Tuesdays
It's up
instead of
to you.
Thursdays?
Let me talk to Kathy about it and see.
Yeah, I'll talk to Kathy about it too.
Yeah, we'll talk to our Kathys about it, and we'll come to
Yeah.
a conclusion.
Jeff, thanks.
Thank
Glad
you.
you feel better. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, y'all. thanks for being here. Let me rephrase that. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here.
Take care.
Love y'all. Bye-bye. Have a great night, morning, daytime, wherever.